Hey folks, Sean here, and in this episode I want to talk to you more about what you might want to do if and in the event that your growth stalls or plateaus for your B2B SaaS. Now, I'm in a position here with one of my products, and I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to do about restarting growth so that it continues along the trajectory that I'm really looking for. Now, I've had a couple of good months since the product is launched. It's been about 90 days or so, but it's not growing as aggressively as I would like it to. So I'm going to do a couple of different things. First and foremost, I'm going to evaluate the channel or channels in which I'm investing at the moment and how well that investment is paying off, which for me, in the earlier side of things, whenever there's an opportunity in terms of essentially buying traffic and driving that to my landing page via ads, usually Google search ads or something like that, it's one of my primary channels, especially in the beginning. Now I've got one that is targeted around a particular keyword that's relatively well optimized. I got a decent click-through rate, but it might be somewhat maxed out. So there's different things that I can do there. I can put more budget into driving more traffic based on how it's currently being optimized, as long as I'm still making a return on that investment. And now that my product's several months old, I can measure that because I know what I'm putting into my customer acquisition cost. That's the ad budget. It's going in every month. Plus, I've got more than likely an updated figure for what my LTV is, as in what does the lifetime value of that customer ultimately look like. And I can use the two of those numbers to get a better understanding of how well I'm producing a return on investment for that specific instance in that channel. So if those numbers make sense, then you can expand, as because there may be more room based on what you're currently spending. Beyond that, you could do something like target new keywords, like figure out if there's any type of shift going on in the market, or there's a different way to describe what it is that you're doing. So you can further expand in the channels that are already working. Plus, you can consider adding new channels, which is something else that I'm doing. I'm investing in more organic traffic as opposed to paid traffic to try to complement and then potentially eventually replace some of the paid traffic. So the keywords that I've been targeting that are working from an advertisement perspective, I'm going to target those with more organic content, climb search rankings, see what I can do to get my domain to be at or near the top spot, and then leverage that to measure conversions as well. That would be even more beneficial because it increases the return on investment. I have a fixed cost to potentially invest in upfront to create said content, but once I've done that to a certain extent, if the performance is adequate, then chances are that return can pay off in perpetuity because I'm not continually investing in driving that traffic. That's more of a fixed cost at a certain point in time in order to get the content to climb the rankings so that I can be at or near the top, much like I am right now in shortcutting the process by paying for it via ads, but this time it would be organic. So the cost eventually would be at or near zero. So that's a little bit of strategic advice that I want to share with you in terms of what to do if in the event your growth plateaus. I would look at how well the channels that you've been previously investing in are performing to see whether or not you could expand within them, and consider other channels that can not just drive more traffic to your site, but also increase the return on investment at the same time.